Willie Williams, appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. You say you knew all the words of that rap right there. You say real rap out here in these streets. That's what I'm talking about, man. Real music out here. You know, that's when music was music. I don't know what we got out here in these streets now. Happy Saturday, happy first of the month. R.I.P. Bushwick Bill. That's what I'm talking about. Hashtag you got to pay what you owe today. You got to pay what you owe today. Do not be afraid. Pay these doggone people. I know like a lot of y'all gonna try to wait till Monday because it is Saturday and y'all feel like, well, it's only through business, damn it, through the business days. Through the business days is Monday through Friday. I get it. But if you owe something today, just go ahead on and pay it. Do not wait till Monday because remember, you got Saturday night, which is tonight. We might go out, fandango, spend too much money. You might tap into your little bill money, so you want to go ahead on and get rid of this right here, right now. I'm trying to help you stay afloat out here in these streets. Shout out to Tony for the $20 cash shot. You say, that intro took me back. Say, got to show some love. I appreciate that right there. For real though, man. For real though. I got to listen. My thing went to feeling better. Like my spirits had done got uplifted. My spirits had done got uplifted. I heard something from back in the day, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Nah, shit's sad. Music is sad. Well, music ain't music no more. I just shout out to the young folks who was having a good time with the music that they have. But I'm just like, oh man, that shit ain't hitting on nothing. It ain't hitting on nothing. But remember, our parents used to say that like about us. That's what they used to say. Because our parents came up in a time to where it was like the Isleys and the Temptations and all that. And then rap and stuff was created. So they was here from the start too. They was here from the start and they watched the transition, which was just totally different because it took away the love. Hip hop finally took away the love. Got to be more careful. And we had R&B and every doggone thing. It just took away the love. Boy, these young folk don't want to love no more. Young folk don't want to love no more. Is it just that there's has society pushed the young folks out of the matrix before it was time for them to get out of the matrix? Shout out to Tony for the $5 super chat. Say another 5 on it. Say, damn, dog, you changed my entire day. That's what I'm talking about, man. See, and that's what I like to do. I like to uplift. We got to uplift and make us feel good because listen, going to work, hell, living is not like a happy thing like all the time. Like we go through stuff. A lot of times we just be down and stuff. A lot of times we be down and we don't even much know that we be down. You know what I'm saying? We be depressed and don't even know that we be depressed out here in these streets. So whatever I can do to uplift and make the spirits shine and all that good stuff, that's what I'm gonna try to do out here in the street. Because truth be told, I be trying to be happy like every day. It's impossible. I get it, but I still try though. I still try. I don't want to be sad. Like I don't want to be sad. Sad makes me tired, and I don't like to be tired. I like to be energetic. You know what I'm saying? So Thank y'all for coming on around here, man. I really do appreciate that right there. Say free R. Kelly. That's what I'm talking about. Let him go, man. Let him go. He says, so funny how I couldn't stand. Hold on. It's so funny how I couldn't stand those oldies when I was younger, and now I can't get enough of them. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I love that old school now, man. The love is gone. The love is gone. Shout out to the Method to My Madness for the $5 super chat. Say yo for the OT show. I appreciate that right there. It's just like I was saying. I think that society or us with the internet and having so much information, it has pushed the younger folks out of the matrix because they get so much information. See, we was in the matrix and stuck in the matrix because we didn't have information in our hands like we do now. It's like it's hard to lie to people now. Right. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 super chat. Say OT, bam. I appreciate that right there. And AI taking over and stuff like that right there. We were just so stuck in the matrix because of a lack of information. And because we can only get information from our surroundings. And when your surroundings may not be that intelligent, they may not be real informative. The people who is around you typically have a limit. Well, back in the day, people who was around us had a limited, they had limited information. If they didn't get it from the newspaper or something, everybody wasn't reading the newspaper. But if it wasn't on the news or something, then it depends on which news cycle that you listen to, whether it's liberal or construction, liberals or conservatives, Democrat or Republicans. That's how you would get your news, but it was limited. See, now with the internet, you get liberal and conservative. You get people that you like talking about things that you like. You got people that you don't like may talk about some things that you didn't like, but because you heard the person that you do like talk about something that you didn't like, now you may like it because you was like, wow, I've never heard it from the other side like that right there. But it took somebody that you like for you to listen to hear the other side. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different nowadays. And for how we were stuck, these young folks ain't stuck like that right now. Shout out to our Dodge Trap for the $5 cash app. Say a little sum on the ER copay. Say thanks for the overtime, Pastor. You is welcome. I appreciate that right there. For real though, man. Did y'all enjoy Thanksgiving? I had to go outside. I had to do the Thanksgiving thing. Man, listen. I just want to say it was wonderful. It was wonderful. People. I saw people outside and stuff like that right there. Do y'all know what I noticed now? I have been noticing that more people is driving the children around. Because a lot of us ain't walking no more. A lot of us ain't walking the whole neighborhood and shit like that right there. And a lot of us, we live in affluent, I think that's the word. We live in affluent neighborhoods to where the streets longer. It's the streets longer and it's less housing. If you live in an upper echelon community, it's less houses on each street. So to get around the whole neighborhood, you got to do a whole bunch of goddamn walking. You know what I'm saying? And but a lot of parents is just driving around and sliding up to the houses who got a little trick or treat thing. Trick or treat, got something good to eat. Yeah. And let them kids get that doggone candy. Care nothing about that right though. Don't care nothing about that right though. And you know what's crazy? Because when we came up, back in our day, it was don't eat all that candy. You gonna get cavities and all that fly stuff. And now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't think that's where cavities came from.
I don't think that cavities came from eating a lot of candy on Halloween. I just don't. I really, really don't. Maybe it raised the kids' blood sugars and stuff like that right there. But that was okay because kids are kids and kids is outside playing and they working the sugar off. You know what I'm saying? Cavities comes from the food you eat on the daily. Sugar, the sugar that you eat. Do y'all know that some people don't even know that they're eating sugar? But gonna tell the kids, don't eat that candy. That's sugar. So all that shit that you cooking with got sugar in it, lady. And then a lot of the older people, they drunk coffee and stuff with creamer, with sugar. I just don't. Y'all got to stop it. You say not brushing your teeth correctly and often. Yes. A lot of people, they just brush the surface. They ain't toothing. They ain't like with the picks and things like that right there. They not going in between the teeth and all that fly stuff. See, because back in my day, you had to do this thing called flossing with 2 pieces of strings. And then you had to get into each tooth. And if you weren't taught to do that, and then that's how, you ended up with a lot of cavities. And if you weren't taught to brush twice a day. Yeah. But back in my day, they filled our teeth up with mercury. It's got mercury in their mouth. I had mercury. It's a good thing I ain't dead out in the street. You know what I'm saying? I had all that silver tooth in the mouth and all that stuff right there. Yeah, because not only was I eating sweets, but I was eating food. You say chew your food thoroughly. Yup. Yes, sugar is in almost everything. Yep. So I say that to go ahead on and say, man, y'all eat all the candy that y'all want to eat, man. Eat all the candy that you want to eat, man. Listen, you're not going to have your teeth forever anyway. Hell, we got veneers, so don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. We got veneers out here in these streets, man. You can repair your teeth by the time you hit 30. You know what I'm saying? 30, 40 or something when you get your paper up. You know. Just because you came up with a bad set of teeth, it don't mean that you got to keep that bad set of teeth. You know. Because we humans out here. We learn how to fix stuff. Say oranges and lemons are acidic too. Yep. Brush with toothpaste, baking soda, then rinse with hydroxy peroxide. Water mix and get the slime off and around your gums. Do y'all know what else crazy? People, they brush their teeth, they don't brush their gums. Do y'all know that the gums is kind of like what had your mouth stinking? Well, it's not just the gums, but a lot of y'all just brush the teeth and don't brush the gums or the tongue either. You some nasty bitches. Listen. Scrub your goddamn tongue. Don't be out here like that. Scrub your goddamn tongue. Do not open your mouth and you got that white film on it. I'm like to slap fire, Chad. Get the hell off around me with that little white film all on your mouth. That's nasty. That's nasty. You need to see somebody. You need to just go ahead on to see somebody. Don't talk to me that you got advice. You bet not. I wish my boy. You can't give me no doggone advice with no film all on your tongue. I don't believe that. You can tell me, damn it, that there's a nuke in the sky and we about to get blowed up. I don't believe that. Huh? You can tell me that somebody's stealing my car and I could be watching somebody stealing my car. I'm still not going to believe you. I'm not going to take your word. You know. Nope, because you got that little white film on you, you know. And shout out to you ladies who be having on your representatives and stuff like that. Y'all breath be stank. Y'all breath be stank. Willie, how you know you acting like you be in them hoes' faces? No, but when you be out and about and somebody be like, oh, excuse me. Oh, hi, how are you doing today? Yada, yada, yada. And y'all be doing that flash right there. Your breath be stinking. I'm sick of y'all out here be cute with stank breath. I'm sick of y'all out here be having on them nice little $40 to $500 lace fronts and your breath kicking. What's wrong with you people? I know what you're thinking. Well, Willie, why don't you say that about the guys? Because I don't be close enough to guys to smell it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be close enough to dudes. We ain't doing that. You say, well, you can learn a lot from a dummy. That's a fact. Say old meat and garlic. I'm just saying, so ladies, just because y'all think that y'all all fly, and it's crazy because y'all put a lot of attention, y'all give a lot of attention to your representatives, to your hair, your eyelashes, your eyes, y'all's lips for the ones who was getting it done, your dimples, your breasts, your tummy tucks, your BBLs, your nails. Y'all give all the attention to that. Y'all do not. Y'all do not. Y'all. Excuse me. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. I think that need to be a felony. Yeah. Yep. And they not even scraping the tongue. Oh. You know that there has been a saying that women will, and I want y'all to just pay attention because this is a fact. I'm not in my feelings. Women will give you oral before they'll give you a kiss. So they putting that nasty ass tongue on your meat before they put that nasty ass tongue on your tongue. Which one would you rather them put that little nasty ass tongue on? Your meat or your tongue? They got that felony breath. I'm just saying though, man. It's just wild out here in these streets, but a lot of times we don't think about it. Especially us fellas. We really don't be like can that breath be stank because it's bad out here. You know what I'm saying? She's nice, she's shapely, and she giving us a moment. We do be feeling like, oh, I can fix the little bad breath thing. You know what I'm saying? I can change her. Yeah. I can change her. Yep. Sure enough can. And shout out to you people who be like kissing when y'all wake up. Well, I guess. Y'all in love and stuff. y'all be smooching when y'all wake up. I was like, who the hell? Why y'all got to do that though? I don't understand why you got to do that because I don't understand. I'm gonna leave that there alone. Y'all, let's go ahead on and get into a little something. I'm not gonna hold y'all long, man. I'm really not gonna hold y'all long. We're finna go ahead on and get on in and get on out because it's Saturday, and I do know that y'all want to go outside and play, and I would like for y'all to go outside and play, but I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to be safe while you're outside playing. Don't be outside playing and you're not out there safe. That's just completely wrong. What I gotta do? I gotta do that. Bring that over just a smidget. I did too much. Get that right up. Bam. Hold on. Bam. As y'all come in, man, y'all go ahead on to give a player a thumbs up. Give a player some. You know what I'm saying? I need your support. We also streaming live on Rumble. We over there on Rumble, Twitch. I think we on Twitch and X, something like that right there. We in places. We is in places. Now, what we're going to see, because we got to see it again, I think that hopefully there was just a glitch for October, but we're finna find out. Is the glitch finna continue to go in November? I've been trying to reach out to the Rumble staff, and I get no type of help out here in these doggone streets, because I have been trying. So what we gonna do, we're gonna see if there's sound on Rumble again. Have they fixed the little sound issues? Or maybe it's just me. You say I don't even speak in the morning, let alone kiss. I'm trying to tell you something. I don't say shit. For what? I ain't nothing to talk about. First stop. I'm like on the bus. It's the first stop, bathroom. First stop, bathroom. Talking. Look, I ain't got nothing to say right now. You say people that do that, kiss in the morning got a yuck mouth. It's got to be more careful. Is it crazy? Oh, man. You say, I thought you retired, Willie. You know what I've been finding out? That it wasn't just me who had been, what is that thing called? It wasn't just me who had been kind of sort of shadow banned and all that stuff because YouTube was trying out a little something and it was hurting a lot of creators. And a lot of creators thought that, a lot of people thought that a lot of creators had to stop doing content and stuff because their content wasn't pushed out to them and stuff like that right there. But the sad part is, y'all know my name. Y'all know my name. Say my name. Say my name. Say his name. Say his name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where to come at. Willie Williams. Willie. You say, Willie, the people I subscribe to, they shadow ban. Yeah. A lot of us was out here shadow banned, but there has been like a little shift or something. There has been like a little change. And what else I had to find out, that YouTube is allowing people whose channels got taken away. They done set up a pilot program to give you an opportunity to get your channels back. So I've been checking my emails on all of the channels that I have lost to see, have they allowed or have they sent that out to a person like me, but they have not sent it out to me, but they give you a message that you have not been selected for the pilot program yet. So I guess they like, well, we finna try something different. We finna give people a chance to come on back, because as y'all know, a lot of us, we lost our channels by saying the C word. The C word is a derogatory word. When we used to say, with that thing that they tell us to go ahead on and put into us so we can live out here in these streets. And I had to come up with the terminology of C19. Yeah, so people who had a difference of opinion, they were taking our channels down. So now they're like, we're sorry, and we're going to get around to you good people and give you an opportunity to get your channels back. See, these type of things that a lot of people and a lot of creators have no idea the shit that we done been through. A lot of creators be like, well, why your subscriber count so low? You have no idea how many times people like me had to rebuild. And the more you rebuild, the more you lose subscribers. Supporting Trump would get you shadow banned too. Yeah. Anything opposite than what they like would get your ass shadow banned out here in these streets. Yeah. Asking about the jab. Yes. Asking about that jab, where you go ahead on and talk against, it's a problem. But a lot of us, we found out the hard way because they just immediately just cut people's channels off. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube for trying to do better. We really do appreciate that right there. Y'all, let's go on and get into some news out here in the doggone street. If you're new around here, subscribe. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. And somebody over there on Rumble, now y'all let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Let me know. We got a situation. We got a missing 13-year-old. A missing 13-year-old girl out of Louisiana has been found in Pittsburgh. And 2 men got arrested, but found in Pittsburgh in a basement. Found in a basement. Here we go. Let's see what they're talking about.
A Pennsylvania house was stormed last night, and in the basement, police found a missing Louisiana girl hidden in a box covered by a sheet. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. The 13-year-old vanished earlier this month from her home in Baker. That's now she's recovering after a dramatic multi-state rescue.
Whitney.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Why is my thing not showing? I'm missing something. I see that, but did I? Oh, did I not push that? Yeah. I pushed it. Everything good. Oh, all right. My bad. Let me go on and put that back on up there and let y'all listen to this story.
Found a missing Louisiana girl hidden in a box covered by a sheet. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. The 13-year-old vanished earlier this month from her home in Baker. That's now she's recovering after a dramatic multi-state rescue.
Whitney Miller has the latest details in this disturbing case.
The search for that missing 13-year-old from Baker, Louisiana came to a shocking end on Thursday night when police in Pittsburgh found her stuffed inside a box in a basement. Investigators say 26-year-old Keyshawn Crumity kept the girl hidden for days inside his Brighton Heights home.
An amount of policemen, SWAT, FBI, U.S. Marshals, up and down the road. And then I saw a girl, which looked like a girl, very small, being pulled out and taken to the right, which was where the ambulance was.
According to police, Crumity met the teen on Snapchat, luring her from Baker to Pennsylvania with promises of safety and adoption. Instead, investigators say he gave her alcohol and edibles, then sexually assaulted her multiple times before police arrived.
You would never think of any so atrocious like that. It's just horrible.
Detectives say Crumity wasn't alone. A woman from Washington, D.C. allegedly traveled with the teen to Pittsburgh, and the three slept in the same basement bed. The U.S. Marshals tracked the girl's path and then tipped off Pittsburgh police Thursday evening.
It makes me happy that they were making that the arrest, between everybody for that. It's scary, though. Just crazy.
Unnerving.
Hold on. Is y'all having issues with my Rumble because it's not even showing? Rumble is not showing what is going on. It's just showing my little picture up there. But I'm watching it over here. But can y'all hear everything though? Hold on, dog. Hold on. But y'all can hear what's being said, right? But y'all just ain't got no picture. This is stupid. I don't know what's going on with this doggone thing. Can't hear or see. What the heck? It's on presentation? I don't understand. This thing just be, I don't get it because I can't see it either. This is is that an auto? I don't want no auto. I want no presentation. Background, I don't know what that means. On presentation. You say at first I saw the video and had no sound. Now I just see your photo. Yeah, this is strange. I don't know. I have no idea, but we got to go on to get through this right here.
Unnerving, yeah. I'm glad they got the guy.
That investigation also led to the arrest of 62-year-old Ronald Smith in Columbus, Georgia. Police say he and another man drove the girl from Louisiana to Georgia and then put her on a bus bound for Pittsburgh. Crumity is now in jail, charged with child trafficking, multiple counts of sexual assault, and corruption of a minor. The girl is receiving medical care and support as investigators pursue additional arrests and charges.
I missed the whole little spot because it was like right up in here for what they said had happened.
In on Thursday night when police in Pittsburgh found her stuffed inside a box in a basement. Investigators say 26-year-old Keyshawn Crumity kept the girl hidden for days inside his Brighton Heights home.
An amount of policemen, SWAT, FBI, U.S. Marshals, up and down the road. And then I saw a girl, which looked like a girl, very small, being pulled out and taken to the right, which was where the ambulance was.
According to police, Crumity met the teen on Snapchat, luring her from Baker to Pennsylvania with promises of safety and adoption. And
stop right there. Right there's my problem. Now listen, because we also screaming live on X, and X is showing and everything. I have no idea what's going on with Rumble. Rumble's just tripping. It's not my fault, y'all. It's not my fault. They met on Snapchat. You say a runaway never works out. That's what it seemed like to me, because it seemed like somebody gonna come try to find them, and that's not a cute thing. But listen, so they met on Snapchat, and the 13-year-old was under the belief that they were gonna be safe and adopted.
Pennsylvania with promises of safety and adoption. And
promises of safety and adoption. Is the 13-year-old slow? Is the 13-year-old slow? Huh?
Instead, investigators say he gave her alcohol and edibles, then sexually assaulted her multiple times before police arrived.
You would never think of any so atrocious like that.
This is crazy. You say, yeah. Children do what they want. That's a fact. Dog. This is what life is. This is what life is out here in these streets. So, but it's a good thing that they found the baby. But they found the baby inside of a box with a thing thrown over and all that fly stuff right there, and now players is just going to jail. Players are going to jail. How you get to, goddamn internet a beast, dog. But guess what this shows? This shows that our parenting at home is a real problem. That shows that our home life, the home life that we give to children, It's not good enough. It's not worth a damn. And I'm not trying to say that all runaways households is really, really bad. I'm trying to say the majority of runaway households is really, really bad. They don't feel loved. Like I was just talking about earlier. What happened to the love? There's no more love. We don't love. You say in the box like Pulp Fiction. I'm trying to tell you something. This shit crazy.
It's just horrible.
Detectives say Crumity wasn't alone. A woman from Washington, D.C. allegedly traveled with the teen to Pittsburgh, and the three slept in the same basement bed.
Stop. Did they say a woman?
Alone. A woman from Washington, D.C. allegedly traveled with the teen to Pittsburgh.
A woman from Washington, D.C. traveled to Pittsburgh with the teen.
And the three slept in the same basement bed.
Three of them slept in the basement bed. They went all the way across the damn country to sleep in the basement bed. If y'all just wanted to get away, like y'all could have stayed like in the same city.
U.S. Marshals tracked the girl's path and then tipped off Pittsburgh police Thursday evening.
It makes me happy that they were making that the arrest, between everybody for that.
But they not arresting the woman?
It's scary though. Just crazy.
Unnerving,
yeah. Yeah. I'm glad they got the guy.
That investigation also led to the arrest of 62-year-old Ronald Smith in Columbus, Georgia. Police
were looking for an adoption. And now we got to think about this right here too, right? They say that the girl was sexually assaulted, the 13-year-old girl was sexually assaulted, but they did not say anything about the woman being sexually assaulted. Oh, but you can't assault an adult. Well, you can assault an adult, but in this case, it seems to me that the woman, what is that word called? She consented, which she could, but a 13-year-old could not consent. Technically. In my mind now, the 13-year-old consented and the adult woman consented. But because technically, by law, 13-year-old can't consent, then that's the problem.
Police say he and another man drove the girl from Louisiana to Georgia and then put her on a bus bound for Pittsburgh.
Well, y'all just trafficking this goddamn the 13-year-old. What did the 13-year-old girl, what did y'all get out of driving from Louisiana to Columbus, Georgia? What did y'all get out of that? Did y'all get paid, though?
Crumity is now in jail, charged with child trafficking, multiple counts of sexual assault, and corruption of a minor. The girl is receiving medical care and support as investigators pursue additional.
Now the girl need medical care and support. There you go. Them bitches, they just always need help. They just need a savior. They need a savior. Let's go on around here now. Come on in. Listen, y'all, I have no idea what's going on with Rumble. I have no idea because I can't even see it over here. But on my main thing, I can see it. I don't know. Let me try one more thing. Okay, I cut the feed off. Then let me cut the feed back on. Okay, got the mic. Everything is there. That's up. Okay, we ain't doing no campaign. Yada. Studio default things. I've never messed with those. But I can see me. That's crazy. I can see me, but what's going out to y'all can't see. But through this same thing on Rumble is attached to Twitch and X, which I can see. I have no idea, y'all. So anyway, we're not gonna stress ourselves out. We're gonna move it right along. That's what we're gonna do. Let me go ahead and put this back on up over here. All right, y'all. We got to go ahead and get into this little case thing that I had done saw. Alicia Andrews. Remember I showed y'all the little video of the little light-skinned little girl? Well, the light-skinned young woman. Let's call it what it is. You know, goddamn little girl out here no more. Baby busting it open, setting players up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Alicia Adams. Remember, she is on trial for the Julio Foolio thing. The Julio Foolio murder that had happened down in Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. She's been found guilty But y'all got to listen to this fly shit. And again, I want y'all to understand. So when people try to tell me how we're equal, I would never look at a woman as an equal. Ever. Why? Because it's not true. It's just not true. It's not true on the scientific or biological level, and it's not true on in the legality level either. We just not the same. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Breaking news as we come on the air tonight. Within the last hour, a jury in Tampa found Alicia Andrews guilty of manslaughter in the deadly shooting of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio. The jury reached the verdict after spending hours deliberating tonight. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Chris Hurst is live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse tonight. And Chris, the jury handed down the lesser charge.
The lesser charge. They would not give that baby what they claimed that she should have got.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. Alicia Andrews had been charged with first-degree murder, but the jury had the option of convicting her of a lesser offense still related to the homicide of Julio Foolio. They did that.
I want to know, in other cases when they're dealing with males, do they give the jury options to charge them with a lesser? Because if that's the case, then all right, cool. Let me not be feeling some type of way about her situation. Is it like this in all trials to where a jury get to say, okay, we can do the lesser charges? Hold on.
Lesser offense still related to the homicide of Julio Foolio. They did that, convicting her of manslaughter, finding her not guilty of conspiracy to kill Julio Foolio.
Not guilty for conspiracy to kill. Remember those words.
Verdict was announced at about 10:30, so just about a half an hour ago. The jury deliberated for about 4 hours. The judge asked them around the 10 o'clock hour, do you want to stay and keep going, or maybe come back someday next week and continue deliberations? They all said they wanted to go back, get this figured out, get this finished, and we do have this verdict in the first of what will be many cases in the murder of Julio Foolio. It comes after Alicia Andrews testified this morning. There were closing arguments this afternoon. Now, during closing arguments, prosecutors told the jury Andrews helped plan the trip from Jacksonville to Tampa with her co-defendants, and she helped them stalk and hunt down Julio Foolio. They also pointed to her interview with police, saying she lied and covered for her boyfriend, one of the accused gunmen. The defense contended she had no idea about the plan, and Andrews testified she was, and still is, scared of her boyfriend and the ongoing gang war at the root of the murder. In the end, the jury made its decision.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense.
Now, the judge has sent a date for sentencing for December 8th. As we've said before, Andrews is just one of 5 charged in connection to the death of Julio Foolio. That happened last year in Hillsborough County. Live in Tampa.
That's what's up. We got some, remember that baby was in court putting on makeup. That baby looked totally different though. But, I got some video from Instagram. I got videos from the gram to where people, they was clipping out some of the trial and stuff like that. Now, this may help me change my mind. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm seeing something. Let's go with all. I'm seeing something. Hold up. Something just happened. Okay, so now, I thought I had done saw something. Bam, 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 bam. All right, cool. I got some Instagram stuff that we finna go ahead on and look at really, really quick. I thought, I felt some type of way. Like, what do y'all mean that y'all, like y'all not gonna be able to get her with the asset? Damn it. What was the doggone charge to where the conspiracy charge, the conspiracy to commit murder? And then I was like, all right, whatever. I don't even want to think about that right now. Anyway, I watched her in court. I watched this right here in court, y'all. I was like, she's a good listener. This baby is a good listener, and I just want to say the defense is not a good listener. This baby got a mama and a daddy. She's a really good listener. I want y'all to just pay attention to this right here.
Claiming to this jury that you're not in a relationship with him anymore. Is that true, ma'am?
I'm not. I said he may think that because I never broke up with him, but I'm not.
You think that he thinks that because you still talk to him even though he is locked in jail, right?
Yes, I do still talk to him, and that's because of my issue. I don't want to cause any safety issues in this jail. He sends me verbal messages and where I'm at, so, I mean, I just keep him at ease. There's nowhere for me to go.
What safety issues? He is locked up for first-degree murder charges and cannot get to you. Isn't that true, ma'am?
I mean, you do know his ways in a jail. You can send messages to people. People look at me sideways. Oh, that's your boyfriend? He said this. He told me to tell you this. Like, it's safety issues. Like, literally before I came to trial, a deputy told me one of my co-defendants were trying to have me jumped. So I just do what I had to do.
Let me ask y'all a quick question. Typically, when you was in court and they ask you a question, you're not able to continue to talk. But if you do continue to talk, don't the lawyers typically say, just answer yes or no or something like that right there? You was not supposed to be able to carry on and speak, but undoubtedly they allowed this baby to carry on and speak, right? Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Listen, watch it.
You're also safely in jail. Isn't that true, ma'am?
I want to say safely. You can get.
Shut up, baby. The defense say you also safely in jail. Either she does not understand jail, she really don't get jail, and this what makes it hard to be, in my mind, a lawyer, a attorney, because if you ain't never been down bad or you ain't never been inside of certain situations, it's hard to speak because she acting like because she's in jail that she's safe from her boyfriend. And what this baby trying to tell her, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And she's trying to still argue it, which if she knew that you're not safe behind bars, that she wouldn't even be trying to make this argument. But go ahead.
Get in a fight at any time.
Okay. There are all kinds of deputies. Is that correct?
See?
Yes, all of them don't do their job also. So
all of them don't do their job. She just put it on. Basically, you are safe because it's all types of deputies there to keep you safe. See, if she knew about jail, she would understand that. The inmates run the yard, baby. I'm just trying to tell you.
And we're not talking about your safety from other people. We're specifically talking about your safety from Isaiah Chance, someone you claim to be so afraid of that you will go along and do anything for him, right?
I wouldn't do anything for him, but...
You wouldn't go along with a murder plot for him?
No, he never told me anything about a murder plot.
And you wouldn't try to call him multiple times incorrectly from the jail, right?
What do you mean incorrectly?
You're not allowed to phone another inmate, can you?
I don't call him like that, so what do you mean?
You're right, you don't call him like that. You have to break policy of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and do some kind of three-way call involving Isaiah Chance's mother. Isn't that true?
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do that. See, she thought that she thought right there, if I get her to admit this, then I got her. Which, you still don't got her. That baby say, yeah, we do that right now.
You do it all the time, right?
Yes, when he asks for me, I do it.
See? When he asks for me, I do it. See, she was able to shift the narrative. Because she thought ain't no way that she would agree that she just broke policy. Because if you break policy in jail, you get reprimanded for breaking policy in jail. And she thought that she really cared about breaking policy. No. I have to agree with you because I have to continue to say that I am afraid of this man. I have to do what this man want me to do so I can stay safe behind bars. See?
As for you, you have to initiate your own phone call. He can't call you in the jail either, can he?
I said when he asks for me, I do it. If he tells me to call, I'm going to call.
You see? I want y'all to understand and learn. She's listening to every word that this lady is saying. She's responding to what is being said. She's not getting emotional about it. It's like she's just straight on logic right now. Go on, sister.
It's not just that he answers for you. You can't call him directly. Isn't that true, ma'am?
No, I can't.
You have to coordinate and you have to make arrangements with some third party who is not in jail so that you can talk to him. Isn't that true?
Yes, and like I said, it goes back to me keeping him happy. I don't want to cause any issues while I'm sitting here. If he gets mad, if I don't call him, it's no telling what he's going to say. I'm the odd one out of this. They can all turn around and say, oh, it was Alicia, and I'm not getting in the middle of that. So I keep him happy while I'm here. If he wants me to call, if he wants to talk to me, let him know about the baby. He lets me know. I let him know I'm okay. That's what I do.
Do y'all understand now? I think that the defense was on her side. Ain't no in the hell that they should have allowed her to keep on talking when it was a yes or no question. It was a yes or no, which she answered yes or no, and then she elaborated, which is how you're supposed to answer a question. But in the courts, typically they would say, not all that. It's just a yes or no. We just gonna go to like the next question. They're just allowing her to continue to talk. Shout out to David for being the member for 38 months. He said, I like her. Say, free my dog. That's what I'm trying to say. Shit, I got to listen. I'm real excited that baby know how to answer questions. Go ahead.
You call him 5 to 10 times a day in there.
Yes, when he says call back, I call back.
And you also do messages. There's a kiosk system where you can kiosk with him. Isn't that correct?
Yes, he texts me and I text him.
Yes, he texts me and I text him. Again, she's continuing to show I'm afraid. So whatever he asks for me to do while I'm behind the goddamn boss, I am going to do it. The lawyer is helping her. The lawyer, listen, this goddamn defense lawyer is really, really helping her.
And you have intimate conversations about your case, don't you?
Yes, when he asks, I let her know.
And he sends you messages, which could be called sexting, right?
Yeah, he do. I keep him happy, like I said.
Say, yeah, he do. I keep him happy. Again, she thought by her saying, what y'all was doing was sexting, right? Like y'all know, because you can't like sex on the phone and all that fly stuff right there. I guess that's against the rules or something like that. And she thought that she was going to be like, no, we don't do sex. Like, hell yeah, because everything that this man asked me to do, I'm going to do it.
And you're no longer in a relationship with him, correct?
No, he thinks that.
And you call him multiple times a day, every day, for several months. Isn't that true?
Yes, like I said, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm not going to let him know. I'm not going to get on the phone and act like it's a change. I'm acting the same. I'm doing what I have to do.
Ma'am, you understand you're on trial for first-degree murder, right?
Yes, I do.
And it's for hanging out with him.
I do.
And you are still protecting him, right? To this day, you're protecting him.
I'm not protecting him.
You are still calling him and communicating with him, aren't you?
Yes, that's not protecting him, though.
Bam. She used the word protecting. And then she say, but you still in communication, you still calling, still texting. And they say, yeah, but that's not protecting him.
So much so that you call his mother, right?
I do.
And you have been advised and you report to his mother that you don't care that your attorneys tell you not to talk to him. You're going to do it anyway, right?
Yes, because I feel like that's the best way to do it.
You say it because I feel like that's the best way to do it. Damn what my attorneys is telling me. My attorneys is not in jail to where I can be touched. I like them. I like that baby right there. And shout out baby out for having tattoos on the neck. I ain't saying people tattoos on the neck is bad. People have to like to go on and point out that baby got a tattoo on the neck. I like them. She ain't falling for the okie doke. That baby ain't falling for the okey doke. Shout out to Vic for the $2 cash shot. Say shout out to my girl Deja. I hope I got the name right. The Deja for delivering our first child on 10/30. Congratulations! Right before Halloween, you almost had a Halloween baby. That's what's up. Congratulations! Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. Listen, I think that this defense attorney need to go sit down somewhere and at least need to go on and get a little bit more training. Because she's supposed to be asking questions to kind of get to like a I got you moment. She's supposed to know the person that she's communicating that she's trying to communicate with, not know the person, but have an understanding that this person don't give a damn about nothing that you talking about. And this person, I think the hardest thing for a lot of attorneys to do, when you don't understand street life, when you don't have a understanding of street life, a lot of attorneys, they only have an understanding of book life, study life. They don't have an understanding of being in the streets or being in the hoods, and you know what I'm saying. So it's real, real difficult for them to defend some shit and or prosecute some stuff. It's difficult. Can it? Are they able to do it? Yes, sometimes they are. But in this instance, baby, you was a poor attorney. This just showed me that baby right there was a poor attorney, unless you were trying to help her, because it looked like she tried to help this baby. You say unpopular opinion, she actually did good on the stand. Yes, she did. She did great on the stand. You say she did good. I honestly believe her. You say watch the entire trial, and actually she did way better than expected. She remained poised and stayed with her story and was believable. She did the best she could. He said jail isn't safe, Miss White Lady, and that's what she was trying to tell her. And the defense don't understand that jail isn't safe. You're not safe in jail. Who the heck? See, but this is the belief of a lot of attorneys. They believe that you straight. Hey, no, lady. Hell no. He said the boy is threatening her. He said read between the lines. He said if she doesn't talk to him, he will get her or her family harm, and they notice that girl is scared for her life and family. I can believe that right there, though. I can truly believe that right there. He said if you've never been in a abusive relationship or never understood the streets, that's exactly what I had to say. Understood the streets, you wouldn't understand her when she says, I do it for safety reasons. My God, protect her and help her get through this, because jail is nothing when you have connections. That's what's up. It's the same shit that I just said. That baby right, that attorney, she just don't have the understanding. She do not have the understanding of what goes on. She's real naive about the prison system. Hold on, and I clicked on another one. Oh, and even on this one right here, the person says that he say name this defense team. Hilarious. I just saw this right here. Watch it.
They stalked him and hunted him down at the
This gotta be the worst defense team I've ever seen in my life.
See, I said it.
Like that nigga there, I think they found him off of Instagram.
The second motion for JOA.
This lady here, the judge checked her so hard.
The final set of jury instructions.
And she just a good friend. And then buddy there,
Last minute corrections we need to make.
that's the nigga that played in the first Ghostbusters.
I like it.
Before they
Hold on,
stalked him and hunted him.
next one. Hold on.
Miss Herrera, stop. Miss Herrera, stop. I didn't ask you to talk.
Oh.
I didn't know how to talk. Yeah, you do. You do. Stop, Miss Herrera. You need to stop right now, because you know what? You've been making faces throughout this entire trial. This entire trial, yeah, you have been. Okay. And everything's been caught on video.
I know, and I also hope that the court has caught and noticed all of the gestures and the tone which was addressed yesterday in the state.
She's over talking the judge?
But it's fine, no problem. I will do my best to.
Please, do your best. Yeah, and your attitude is very disrespectful. I'll note for the record. Okay, very good. You wouldn't mind moving. Let's bring him back in.
Yes.
The judge checked that. You say, Willie, attorneys know, but they're in it for the win. What? No. No, the defense attorney failed. The defense attorney failed. Not now time did she stop that baby from continuously expressing herself when only she should have only allowed her the yes or no answers. She chose to do it her way.
Miss Herrera, stop. Miss Herrera, stop. I didn't ask you to talk.
I didn't know I had to ask.
Yeah, you do.
Still running her mouth. Now listen, and this is the problem that a whole bunch of men be having when we be trying to get these little bitches to stop talking. It's hard to get a baby to stop talking. Jesus, and then you wonder why we open-handed hoe. You know what I'm saying? Because she's doing it to the judge now. She can't shut her mouth.
You do. Stop, Miss Herrera. You need to stop right now, because you know what? You've been making faces throughout this entire trial.
So I'm guessing that she pointed out that somebody was making faces or something like that and showing their behavior by their facial expressions or something. So I'm guessing that she had this argument, and then the judge had to check her and be like, hold a little bit. You've been making faces too.
This entire trial, yeah, you have been. And everything.
Yes, you have. See? And how a lot of people say, believe all women. Do y'all understand that she wanted to make it seem as if she wasn't making faces? And it took another woman to tell her that you was making faces? But she can't go off on the judge. But if this was like a man in the streets and the man is telling, bitch, you been doing the same doggone thing, she'll argue with his head, yeah. But because she in court, she need a goddamn job. She can't argue with the judge like that right now.
Everything's been caught on video.
I know, and I also hope that the court has caught and noticed all of the gestures and the tone which was addressed yesterday in the state. But it's fine, no problem. I will do my best to.
But it's fine, and then y'all know that's that sarcasm right there. But it's fine, bitch. It's not fine. Stop it.
Please do your best. Yeah, and
just say, bitch, do your best.
Your attitude is very disrespectful. I'll note for.
So I want y'all to understand, her attitude in court is disrespectful, and another woman can see that her attitude is disrespectful. Watch this. So for you players, when y'all dealing with her, just know if her attitude is disrespectful in court, that bitch attitude is disrespectful at the crib.
For the record. Okay, very good.
All right, let's see what the next one is. Hold on. Oh, he just showed us the picture because he said that Buddy looked like the dude off of damn it, this dude off Harlem Nights. Why the hell did? Oh, the last dude looked like the champ from Harlem Nights, not from Ghostbusters. Got it. Hold on.
Before they stalked him and hunted him down at the.
This gotta be the worst defense team I've ever seen.
He got them from Instagram. I like it.
In my life. Like that nigga there. I think they found him off of Instagram.
He said a judge can only stop a person from talking in court. That's a fact. Go ahead.
Motion for JOA. There's an event.
This lady here, the judge checked her so hard.
The final set of jury instructions.
And she's just a good friend.
Just a friend that showed up in court. Girl, just come on. Just come to court with me. You said the judge mad because the defense team using facial expressions and gestures during her questioning of that sweet little neck tattoo having baby. Oh. Hey, that's what's up. I like this shit right here.
Take a look at them.
This is crazy. And then Buddy there.
Last minute corrections we need to make.
That's the nigga that played in the first Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. I'll have to look that right there. But anyway, man. That baby ain't gonna do no time though. That baby ain't gonna do no time. That baby, shit. Julio Foolio just out of here. You know what I'm saying? And the bitch not gonna be held accountable like you want a bitch to be held accountable. She gonna be on a little house arrest or something like that right there. House arrest for probably like 6 months. 6 months, you just can't go nowhere. Can't go nowhere. You say, maybe the attorney is upset about those food stamps. You may have a point right there. She don't know how she gonna feed her kids. Got it. Bam. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much. You don't care nothing about that right there. Hold on. What was this one? Oh, wait a minute. So that was 2 of them? Oh, no. That's 13-year-old girl that's in the basement. Baby's in the basement. What do we have? All right, the basement chick gone. Ooh. We got a little lady. A jail calls links woman to double murder. All right, hold on. Ooh, talk about how different these babies be out here looking. You say that just proves that women don't like women. That's a good one. That is a good one. I've been saying that for a long time too. You ladies don't like one another, and this is why it's so easy for men to smash other women, because women don't care nothing about other women like that. No. We have a situation. We have a woman who is linked to a double murder. Look here. Let's see the little lady. Here we go.
Court hearing today about the double shooting at an Oklahoma apartment.
WLKY's DeAndre Turner explains how officers connected Jasmine Brown to the case.
It's here at the 800 building in downtown where detectives say Jasmine Brown was helping her friend with her baby during the double murders that were taking place at her home in Oklahoma. They say while she did not pull the trigger, they believe she played a big role in setting up the murders.
She said that my house is getting ready to be on the news.
22-year-old Jasmine Brown was in court Thursday. She's accused of helping plan the murders.
Ooh, all that shit right there ate up. All of this right here just ate up. You got to blame that on the mammy. All this right here gone. Jesus, go ahead.
She's accused of helping plan the murders of Marion Caldwell and Kavion Faulkner at her Falcon Crest apartment in Oklahoma. Homicide detective Brad Russell testified witnesses tie Brown to the murders.
She saw 2 males that had ski masks on in a FaceTime call. And then at the end of the conversation, she heard Miss Brown say, "They're asleep, the door is unlocked, go ahead and go on in."
He also says
they asleep, the door unlocked, go on in. Wow, great little setup.
Series of jail phone calls also link Brown to the case. Those calls are between Brown and her boyfriend Clifton Jones, who's locked up on a manslaughter charge. In a call on September 13th,
she stated to Mr. Jones, Miss Brown did, she doesn't love them like that. She's not going to risk what she's getting ready to have done to them. And then stated, if I love them like that, I wouldn't be getting ready to backdoor them.
If I loved them like that, I wouldn't be getting ready to backdoor them like that. Right when y'all be thinking that people be caring for you and loving you like that.
He says backdoor is street slang for setting someone up. They say in later calls, Brown told Jones that Caldwell had been talking badly about him, and by September 29th, the plan was carried out. Brown attorneys, however, argued she was manipulated.
You have no reason to believe that Jasmine Brown, at any point in time, had a gun in her hand and fired a gun, do you?
No.
You have no reason to believe that she was there when this occurred.
Correct.
And in fact, she was not even near the scene when this occurred.
Yes, I think it's fair to say yes.
She also argued to have Brown's bond reduced.
Judge, as a mother, all she wants to do is get home to her child.
As a mother, all she want to do is get home to her child. They'll never say that about men. As a father, he just want to get back home to his child. Yeah, but you killed such and such and such. You had somebody sawed up. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody in jail who have children want to get back home to their children. Don't you think?
But the judge kept bond at $1 million and sent Brown's case to the grand jury. DeAndrea Turner, WLKY.
Yo, little Slimmy too. Let me see again.
$1 million and sent Brown's case to the grand jury. DeAndrea.
Yo, Slimmy. Now watch when she get out. That baby gonna be thick.
Turner, WLKY.
That's what's up. Now that baby say that she has been coerced. She has been manipulated. It's always never their fault. It's always never their fault. Although she was the one saying, if I loved them, then I wouldn't be getting ready to backdoor them. Now you was manipulated. What? That's what that baby say. And that's her defense. That's her defense. That's what's up. So listen, just because they be girls, these little pieces of humans is dangerous. I blame God. Moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much on you. I blame God, because God done took, or is it that we got a bad rib? Is it the rib that he took? Did Adam have a bad rib though? Did Adam have a bad rib though? I don't know. So he took Adam's rib and made a woman. And then after that, no more ribs was taken. Guess it's just in the DNA. It's in the DNA that we just got bad seeds out here. You know. Ooh. I got one, and I thought that this was like a Halloween story. It's so cute. Hold on. Let me get it there. We have a man who disguises himself as a woman. Ain't that like the whole trans community? A man disguising himself as a woman. And he went into the gym showers to watch them babies naked. Bucket naked. A man went bucket naked disguised as a woman in a gym. Here we go. Y'all, disguised as a woman now.
Man accused of posing as a woman to secretly record women in gym locker rooms being held without bond tonight. Fox 5's Julie Donaldson live outside the Montgomery County Courthouse with those details tonight. Julie.
Hey, Marina. Well, the defense attorney asked the judge to consider a less restrictive option to being held without bond, arguing that while the crimes are problematic, they're not violent. But the judge, well, she disagreed with that, taking into consideration the danger of the crimes and the fact that there are 2 other pending charges in Prince George's County of similar offenses. Now, police first learned of the suspect on October 10th after a woman.
He look like a girl. Do he look like a her?
At One Life Fitness in Germantown reported a man entered the woman's locker room and recorded her in the shower. Investigators later identified the suspect as 44-year-old Chikuniti Tati of Tacoma Park.
Chikuniti Tati. Everybody say hello, Tati, because he probably go by Tati. Ladies, then I hadn't told y'all, as long as y'all out here with your wigs and shit on, anybody can mimic y'all. Anybody can be just like y'all. And because a lot of y'all still walk around with masks on, this is how people get away with stuff. And they got the glasses on. All they do is do just like the lashes and stuff like that right there. And they got on like a pink outfit.
Park, arresting him on October 9th at the Planet Fitness in White Oak. Police say that Tati was at the gym for 7 hours without working out. He would then put on a wig and pretend to be a woman to enter the locker room where he would film his victims.
Tati at the gym for 7 hours. Like he ain't got nothing else to do all day. He like them girls. You trying to look at them all day. That's what's up. Sweaty and then getting clean and stuff. Water glistening just on their body. Got it.
He would then hide his disguise while leaving to avoid detection. He is now facing up to a year in jail on multiple counts of peeping Tom and visual surveillance of a private area.
One of the biggest factors that a judge is looking at when determining bond is dangerousness. So in this case, the judge determined that there was no less restrictive means to ensure the safety of the community. People need to be able to feel safe when they are at the gym showering. So this defendant will remain held without bond until trial, which will be in district court on December 15th.
How is it dangerous peeking at somebody? I just thought about it. Huh?
Now, an interpreter was in court to translate as the suspect speaks Lingala, the native language of the Congo. Now, the defense attorney says...
He's from the Congo? Oh, so he's from the Congo. So he used to seeing naked women.
He lives with his wife.
Yeah, came over here to the Western society and realized the old got on clothes. Like they got clothes? They wear clothes? No. Back home, we don't wear clothes.
4 years, and they have 2 young children.
Wait a minute. So he done been over here for like 4 years?
The native language of the Congo. Now, the defense attorney says he lives with his wife of 4 years, and they have 2 young children. Police do believe that there may be other victims, and they're urging anyone with information to come forward. Marina.
What if he was only looking at our white sisters? Because maybe in the Congo, they don't have like white sisters. And then by him coming to the great United States of America, which he's been over here, for like, at least for 4 years or something like that right there, he done saw all these different hues. He was just excited, and ain't nobody tell him about Corn Hub and X videos and shit like that. That X hamster, ain't nobody told him. You can see them hoes online too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really got to do that right there. You can like go online. You can go to this thing that we call the strip clubs. They get naked. They take their clothes off. And in the great state of Florida, you get to see a bit fallopian tubes in Florida. You get to look all up in that monkey. You get to feel on the baby in Florida. And if your dollar's right, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Tatiana, that's his name, Tati? Hold on.
Police first learned of the suspect on October 10th after a woman at One Life Fitness in Germantown reported a man entered the woman's locker room and recorded her in the shower. Investigators later identified the suspect as 44-year-old Chikunidi Tati of Tacoma.
Tati. They're going to hear about you in Congo. They're going to hear about you in the Congo. Like, they got Tati. Tati looking at white women. Tati looking at somebody called Dr. Umar. Got to be more careful. Shout out to Tati. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much. He look just like a woman. Look just like a woman. Yeah, he do. For real. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash out. You say him bosom, even lumpy. Probably socks in bra. Probably got. Oh, wait a minute. He probably got on a bra. Got to be more careful. Look. He got titties. That boy got that girl. That girl. That's a woman too. Say his bosom even lumpy. I read it wrong. He say him bosom even lumpy. He say probably socks in the bra. Got to be more careful. Look at that. You got a little A cup. You out here with a little A cup in the wig. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with an A cup. A mouthful is all that a lot of us need. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. And he looked to be short. He probably like 5'1", something like that. He probably 4'11", something. I don't know, man. But shout out to Tati. Tatiana. I don't know. He could be like a little Tatiana or something like that right there. But he like them girls, though. Saw something, y'all. Saw something dangerous. Saw something bad. Saw something really, really bad. Let me put this right here. We have a mother who shares a heartache after her son was attacked by several people. And we got it on camera. Her son done got beat up.
Begin tonight with continuing coverage on a violent assault near ASU's campus in Tempe, where a group of 5 attacked a victim, punching and kicking him while he was on the ground. Tonight, we're hearing from that victim's mother. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. The attack took place last month outside of a university dorm. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono is in the newsroom tonight. After speaking to the victim's mother, and Bianca, the most important thing here after watching that horrifying video is, how is the son doing?
Yeah, thankfully, she said he is doing okay, but she cannot shake the thought of what could have happened to him. She's speaking out now ahead of Halloween weekend, hoping to reach parents across the valley, urging them to talk to their kids.
Say something to your children.
We're just thankful that he's okay and he's
a Valley mother.
He's living.
Counting her blessings after her son was violently attacked by a group of assailants. She has asked to remain anonymous.
I don't think any parent should have to feel the way that I feel.
This video shows part of the attack, which happened near ASU's campus in Tempe on September 28th. Her son had been hanging out with a friend in a dorm room and encountered a group of males he did not know. Court records say one of them shoulder checked him, then left the dorm room. But when her son left later, the group saw him outside and confronted him. He was knocked to the ground, and they took turns punching and stomp kicking him.
It's hard. I have not watched the video yet. I know that there's CCTV and there's even more video available, and I probably won't watch that because it breaks your mom's heart, but I know that it has to be shared.
Her son was hospitalized with a broken nose and head injury. Since then, 4 suspects have been arrested and charged with aggravated assault. 3 adults and 1 juvenile.
It's like, where are the parents?
One of the suspects,
Parents at the crib.
Justin Otis, is the son of a former Maricopa County judge and current prosecutor with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
It makes it worse. Almost like the law doesn't apply to them, and it's not fair.
It's why this mother is sharing her family's painful story, a harsh reminder that group attacks are still happening, hoping she can encourage other parents to talk to their kids to prevent another child from becoming a victim.
My baby say, yeah, I didn't watch it yet. I like you that said, well, don't worry about it, baby. We're watching it for you. Show enough will.
I just want parents to be aware that they could get that call, and just to have those conversations with their kids at this point.
That's good advice.
And because that one suspect's mom works for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, the case is being handled by the Coconino County Attorney's Office. The victim's family tells me they do plan to see this case through in court. ASU police are still searching for a 5th suspect.
You ever wondered or paid attention to when a lot of kids have successful parents like lawyers, doctors, attorneys, and all that fly stuff right there, and they just go on out here and do like the most horrific things to like make their name look bad. I always wonder when it came down to those parents, like, do you just stop effing with your kids after they done made the family name look horrible? You out here stumping the kid, and bitch, I work for the courts. Your little silly ass, I put him out my house. You can't live here no more. You can't live here no more. You out here making these types of decisions, knowing where I work at. Just stupid. Let them go. Let them fend for themselves out here in the street. Speaking of not watching the video or just now being shown the video, which is kind of strange for me. We have a situation of a baby who was hurt on the bus. We have a Detroit woman who sues the city after a video shows a bus driver slamming on the brakes, sending her flying. That baby went flying out here in these streets. Then you gotta hold on sometime. Shout out to Zulu 3274 for the $5 super chat. You say die. You say die about that footage, but he was willing to get arrested for that footage. He say, what's the email for sending your story? Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe, everyone. The email is the WW Show 2 @gmail.com. That's the WW Show 2 @gmail.com. Appreciate that right there. Bam. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. The 334 the Gun Monkey Time's up in the building. What it do? Ooh, y'all please remember go around here to Pleasant Candles. Please go around here to pleasantcandles.com. That's pleasantcandles.com. The biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world, Craig. Jesus, I'm trying to tell you something. That's some 3 wicks. That's some 3 wicks. Bamming on them hoes. Get you something to make your areas, your safe space smelling good out here in these doggone street. Going around there. Y'all see that little thing growing in the circle? That's pleasantcandles.com. The link is down there in the description. Appreciate y'all. Again, we have a bus dispute. Now it done sparked a lawsuit. This what they say. Put up on the screen, pimp. There you go.
Only on Local 4 newly released video shows the moment a Detroit bus passenger was sent flying. This after a dispute over an open window. Now, this happened 2 years ago, but the victim is just now seeing that surveillance video for the very first time. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Tonight, a new lawsuit claims the bus driver slammed on the brakes on purpose. Local 4's Erica Erickson was there as the woman saw this video for the first time and learned why she says the driver's story doesn't add up. Erica.
This is kind of different. I have never walked on the bus while a bus was moving and didn't hold on. Who walking on the moving bus and not holding on? Well, her. Go ahead.
Yeah. That woman, as you said, watching that video for the first time today, she says she's got injuries to her head and back. We watched her as she saw that video, and she says, wow, this really shows what happened.
Oh. Watching this video for the first time.
Shout the baby out for having a real. Go ahead, sister.
It felt that hard. Angela becoming emotional, taken back to 2 years ago in an
Shout the baby out for not even having on no makeup.
Instant.
They accused me of attacking the bus driver.
It was November 6th of 2023 when Angela's attorney says she'd been riding a Detroit bus near Grand River and Evergreen when Angela, who has asthma, says she asked the bus driver for help because another passenger had been refusing to put their window up. Angela says after the driver refused to help and called her a derogatory name, she began walking back to her seat. The transit police.
The driver said, damn. So you mean to tell me that somebody had their window down? I didn't even know that you could have your window down on these buses because the buses had this thing called air conditions. I didn't know that, but because she have asthma, she have a problem with somebody having their window down, and it doesn't seem like the bus was packed, so she could have also moved from where she was sitting at, right? If the window was a problem. But go ahead.
Police report showing the driver says another car cut him off, forcing him to slam on his brakes.
Y'all heard that? The driver say a car had done cut him off, and that's why he jammed on the brakes real quick. Go ahead.
There's a camera view of the front of the bus where it showed no cars in sight for hundreds of feet. He actually wasn't even looking ahead when he slammed on the brakes. He was looking back, and he was looking directly at Angela.
Angela, thankful the driver did call 911 and to the men who helped her on the bus that day.
She thanked the driver for calling 911 because she didn't know.
On purpose.
No, I didn't. You okay, man? So you did on purpose. No, I didn't, man. Stop lying.
Her on the bus that day.
On purpose.
No, I didn't. You okay, man?
But since filing suit.
But she fell on her head. That's a lawsuit, but if not, then keep it moving.
And simply says they want answers.
They've been pointing the finger at Angela and saying that she is not telling the truth, where in fact, the video showed that she was telling the truth.
He could have killed me that night. He could have hurt other passengers on the bus.
And then they said that she had attacked the bus driver, but I don't see no video of her attacking the bus driver. So, no.
Now, we did reach out to the city of Detroit. They did release a statement saying, quote, it is the city's policy to not comment on pending litigation, and it will answer the complaint in its response it files with the court. Now, we did ask also if that driver is still employed with the city. We have not yet received a response regarding that. Reporting live, Erica Erickson.
I don't think like he should lose his job for playing. You know what I'm saying? He was just joking. Listen, player, hold on. Player was not even looking forward. Player looked up at the mirror, pushed on brakes.
She asked the bus driver for help because another passenger had been refusing to put their window up.
So you're not gonna ask, and I'm guessing that you're not gonna ask him to pull up the window or something. I believe that's what she was talking about right there. But
Angela says after the driver refused to help and called her a derogatory name, she began.
The driver. Now, why didn't they allow us to? Well, because they can't allow us to hear the derogatory name. But at least they could have said he called her like the B word, the A word, the F word, the C word, the Z word, the B word, the M word, the W word, the X word. I don't know, a word.
Angela says after the driver refused to help and called her a derogatory name, she began walking back to her seat.
The said, damn, dog, what you falling?
Transit police report showing the driver says another car cut him off, forcing him to slam on his brakes.
Now, that's why he need to be suspended, because he had done forgot right at that time that we had these things called, or they had these things called cameras. You know good as hell well that they were going to play the camera back. I don't understand.
There's a camera view of the front of the bus where it showed no cars in sight for hundreds of feet. He actually wasn't even looking ahead when he slammed on the brakes. He was looking back, and he was looking directly at Angela.
Angela, thankful the driver did call 911 and...
Moral of the story is, stop all that laughing. The moral of the story is, you better hold on. You better hold on. I'm just trying to tell you something, You can fall by mistake on purpose now. And then it could be your fault that you done fail by mistake on purpose. I'm going to give you one more. And then we're going to go ahead on and get on up out of here. In case y'all don't know what's going on now, this is wild. This is really, really wild. I got to take y'all to Rockdale. All right, bam. Rockdale Village. There's a Rockdale Village, and I didn't know that people was living like this. I didn't know that people was really, truly living at... It's just too many people out here. Rockdale Village residents is outraged over steep rent increases. Now, shout out to everybody who is going through the rent increases. A lot of y'all don't know that y'all is about to have rent increases, you know, as the new year come up, because y'all do understand that there's about to be changes with insurances. Insurances is also about to go up again. So if the insurances go up, then rent will increase, because, you know, they got to put it to the, what's the thing name? Put it to the customer. Yeah, we got to put the fee to the customer. So what's going to happen? Y'all listen to this right here and listen to how much they is increasing, and what I didn't know, the amount of money that people was paying to live. I'm like, I am so jealous. Go ahead.
Ernie, only about 10% of the more than 5,000 apartments in this development will be exempt from those rent increases for...
It's 5,000 apartments. 5,000 apartments in one building? You lying to me.
Variety of reasons, whether it's seniors who are living there or they're eligible for another program. Everyone else, effective November 1st, is going to see steep rent increases in the hundreds of dollars.
Oh, my bad. It's a village, so it's just not a one building that has 5,000. It's multiple buildings.
I was paying $977. Now my rent went to $1,300.
Anthony, one of the 20,000 residents living in the sprawling Rochdale Village state-regulated Mitchell-Lama co-op development.
They have 20,000 people living in I didn't know. Do y'all know how many? That's a whole bunch of people in one spot. Oh, God.
$1,500.
Anthony, one of the 20,000 residents living in the sprawling Rochdale Village state-regulated Mitchell-Lama co-op development. All of them set to see rent increases of $227 to $486 a month, depending on the size of the unit, effective November 1st.
It starts today.
I'm on a fixed income.
Pix 11 News was here back in May when residents initially accused Summit Building Management of mismanaging funds. We heard more of the same when we returned Wednesday.
It's not fair.
Gary Wilson says many residents were aware the co-op's finances were in bad shape and rent increases were a possibility, but did not know they would be this high and come so soon.
And it was a short time notice, which was not fair to any resident here.
But Jay Williams, president of Rochdale Village's management company, fiercely rejects those claims and says residents were warned of the looming rent hikes as far back as March through reports and newsletters he forwarded to Pix 11 News.
Whoa. You said that they did know.
March through reports and...
Right there. Did NYS Assemblies award $30 million help at all? Whoa. The short answer is yes. The estimated increase percentage for the one step was originally 57% or $137 per room. The following efforts helps reduce the increase by $62 per room 26%. Say 10-year water bill payment plan at 6% interest, $25 million grant from the assembly located in the Capital Works and the operation expenditures bill payments, all that fly stuff right there. All right, bam. The reason for the large increase of affordable housing.
And newsletters he forwarded to Pix 11 News.
Expenses continue to rise, which again causes a shortfall in income, which means you don't have enough to pay. And the only real mechanism that co-ops really have is through carrying charge increases.
Despite receiving,
they have to do the charge increase. It's a must. Shout out to Louis for the $5 cash. Shout out to say best news anchor alive. I appreciate that right there, for real though. Bam.
More than $30 million in state aid, Williams says the development is out of options, citing soaring operational costs that include spiking insurance premiums and a $17 million past due water bill.
What you mean past due? How you 17? Not $1 million. It's how you get the 17. You owe them. Past due. What y'all doing with the money though? What y'all doing with the doggone money? Y'all talking about increases. The hell are we doing? Listen, I'm gonna say something else too.
Officials in Albany tell me that the state has a very limited role in the day-to-day management of privately owned Mitchell-Lama housing, adding that these developments are required by law to cover their operating expenses. We're live in Queens this evening. Jay Dow, Pix 11.
I want y'all to understand where a large part of the problem is now. Is this in New York, y'all? Is this in New York? Is the Rochdale Village, are they in New York? In these buildings, it's 20,000 people in just those buildings, right? A lot of them is on fixed incomes, right? Shout out to all my people who is on fixed incomes. Let me explain something to y'all. And I think that it's a failure. I think that we got to put it in the lines of failures. If you know that you're on a fixed income, typically the older people, they watch the news. They watch the news. They pay attention to what's going on, like in the politics and stuff. Typically the older. So this is in Albany, New York. All right, bam, got it. You say in Queens, you say that's a small town, yada, yada, yada. Got it. If y'all is on a fixed income and y'all have been watching the news way more than the younger people watch the news, but for some reason the younger people, younger than you all, see the increases, has been speaking about the increases. Everybody knows that prices of everything is going up. Remind you, y'all on fixed incomes. What is you doing to gain more income? I want to say something else. A lot of y'all done got into your older age and y'all, I'm going to do it by myself. I'm going to keep living by myself. I'm just going to be single. When you all have been seeing over 5-10 years, there has been increases. Hell, ever since I was a little boy, shit done got more expensive. I know better. You used to get 100 cookies for $1 because they was a penny. You can't get 100 cookies for $1 no more. So that lets me know in my logical mind that things will continue to increase. So it is in Queens, right? It says safety nets are real. Now, I want y'all to understand. And listen, this is all across the country, though. We talk about all across the country, but specifically, these 20,000, just in this area. So, y'all ain't got no backup plan. Remember how we was raised where we supposed to have a rainy day fund? Y'all got the nerve to be living by yourselves and shit. And if y'all is with somebody, you all can't work on something together. Y'all ain't knitting sweaters and shit no more. Remember how the ladies used to knit sweaters and blankets and shit? Y'all ain't doing nothing. A lot of the older people, they did not want to learn the internet. Do y'all understand that? A lot of old people, they did not want to learn the internet. They don't care nothing about no goddamn Google or nothing like that. Do y'all know that a lot of them, they still, they still would rather or still go to like the library, supposed to hurrying up and getting the answer to whatever your question is on your damn phone. Now they all use phones. They all use the cell phones now. He said rent is increasing and paychecks is staying the same. That's a fact. The crazy part is we know that, and we have been knowing that for years. Questions is, what are we going to do? We know shit changing. We know things going on. They know we getting paid less. And guess what we've been doing for the past 5-10 years when shit has been increasing and the paychecks been staying the same? We still been blowing money the way that we've been blowing money. We still got to have the fly shit. See, the economy is booming right now. The only way that the economy can boom is if we spend money. And they say that the economy is great right now. Yeah. That's what that means. That we still doing the same thing we were doing 5 years, 10 years ago. When shit was cheaper 5 and 10 years ago. The shit has done increase, we still doing the same shit. We the problem.
It's not fair.
Gary Wilson says many residents were aware the co-op's finances were in bad shape and
look at these buildings. And a lot of times when for people who have been living in like the high rises and shit like that right there, they can tell you more about when your elevator go out, it's not a pretty sight. It's not a good thing. A lot of people is on walkers and in wheelchairs and all that fly shit right there, and they got to go up these steps. I want to also say this right here too. Just in these right here is 20,000. A whole bunch of these people is elderly. These is 20,000 people who did not buy a home. And or maybe some bought a home and lost a home, stuff like that right there. But these 20,000 who did not or do not have a home. They did not make, in my mind, the right decisions. Just in my mind. Yeah, I know you can buy a home and you can still lose the home, but I'm just saying something. You should not be paying a rent is my point. If you would have bought a home in your later ages and still be in the home, you would not be paying a mortgage. You would just be paying the property taxes and the insurance. But once your home is paid off, do y'all understand that you don't have to have insurance? You do not have to have homeowners insurance. Just saying. So the increases will only come from the property taxes. But if y'all just gonna sit back and be like, shit is going to increase and I'm on a fixed income and I'm not gonna find any other way, any other means to make me any more money, then something is clearly wrong with you. Yeah, the system is the problem. The system is the problem too. Yeah. I get that right there. But what is you gonna do to combat the system? And again, y'all better be paying attention because a lot of us in our 40s and 50s and 60s and shit like that, especially you ladies, y'all just wild out here. I'm just gonna be by myself forever. Now, I'm not saying that it's a whole bunch of dudes who just gonna is not saying it to and or who is not doing it. But for the most part, the men who is by themselves, they not out here saying they don't need a woman. You happy? Like shit about to hit the fan, baby. I'm just trying to tell y'all. So listen, you can do what you want to do. My thing is we start to cry after we done made the damn decisions. I just think that we need to do better and just pay attention to society, pay attention to what the hell is going on. And y'all supposed to have, because you're older, you're supposed to have a lot more information or know a lot of things than the younger people. And it seems like the shit is in reverse. It seems like the younger people know more than the older people now. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the 99 the new. Hold on. To the end of the overtime show. But let me say this right here. Today is November the 1st, right? Got it. Has anybody starved today? Has any of the children starved? Because they were saying that, I don't know how I'm going to feed my children if I don't get my stamps on the 1st. These children going to starve if I don't get my stamps on the 1st. Today the 1st. Anybody? I guess we probably got to wait till like the 2nd. We probably got to wait till the 2nd to see if anybody had them starved on the 1st. Just saying. You say never get a mortgage. Buy a foreclosed property. Well, the problem is, let me explain. Well, hell, if you buy a foreclosed property and your ass ain't got that money, if you don't have the money and you have to borrow, then you have a mortgage. That's all. If you're not using your own money, you're gonna have a mortgage. And hell, the majority of people they don't have $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. They just don't. And it's crazy. Do y'all know that the only reason that houses be so high? Well, the only reason that houses is so high because we live, well, in the United States, we base shit on credit. They know that the prices, if we didn't have credit, the price would have to be low. Like back when our great-great-grandmas them was alive, they didn't have this thing called credit. No. See, they didn't have this thing called credit. And if you look back what the houses cost back in like the 30s and 40s, houses like $25,000. Hell, houses like $6,000, wasn't it? Huh? Hold up. How much was homes back in the 1920s? Let's say the 1920s. Well, they're not going to give me enough. Well, let me see. How much did it cost to buy a home in Miami in the 1920s? $7,000. Buildings could be constructed for around $7,000. And that was back in the 1920s. So I'm guessing like if you go to like the 1950s, because if I'm not mistaken, like my grandmother's on like my mama's side, I think it was like $15,000 or $20,000 or something like that right there. But you have to remember the dollar held a lot of weight though. Yes, and for the foreclosures, typically 9 times out of 10 you will have to do some repairs. So you must have you some money. But if not, you can get the loans, but then that's a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Simone for the $1 cash out. You say, I checked the streets for starving children today. I appreciate that right there. Report back on Monday. Let us know. Hell, back in like 56, a 3-bedroom, 1 bath in Miramar sold for approximately $8,000 in 1956. A larger 3-bedroom, 2 bath, purchased in 1957 was $15,000. This is back before insurance. That's back before insurance. Back before credit. Well, let me be sure. When did credit start? Let me be sure. Credit started in the 19th century with the rise of commercial credit agencies, while the first modern credit card was introduced in 1950. It was introduced in 50, so we really wasn't really heavy on it. We really wasn't heavy on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Credit cards became more prominent during like the 1900s. Larger companies began creating change with other companies and use a credit card as a way to, and then it stopped right there. Yeah, but everything is going to like 1950. The modern credit card was invented in 1950, and the first Diners Club card. Most automated credit scoring systems began in 1958. The scoring system began in 1958. So yeah. Shout out to amazing photos for the $10 cash app. See, thanks for coming in on your day off. I appreciate that right there. For real though. Yeah. So the cost of houses had to be really low. Really low. Now just think about that right there. 50, so we like 70 years away from then, and they was 8,000. You got them houses $400,000. That's for regular houses. 200, 300, 400,000. Regular houses, 3 bedroom, 2 baths, $300,000, $400,000. The average remember, the average person ain't got $400 saved. So it is what it is. Y'all finna go on and get on up out of here, man. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Yep, and the income was lower. And it's crazy because like back then, like even like my grandparents, they had a lot of goddamn children, but for some reason they were still able to travel. They were still able to go back to their home in the Bahamas and shit, and just twice a year. With 11, 12, 13 goddamn children though. That mean grandma and granddaddy, them money management skills was subpar. I'll try to tell you something. Yeah, let me say, always spend money. Do not get credit cards. The interests are too high or is too high. Yes. And listen, credit ain't bad. Credit is a good thing if you know how to use credit. Credit is a real good thing if you know how to use and leverage credit. The problem is the majority of Americans have no idea how to use and leverage credit. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. Here's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. Y'all finna go on and get on up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy yourselves, and congratulations that everybody was alive who came around here. Y'all make sure that y'all still share. And please remember, go around to the Willie Williams 4 channel, 7 channel, 7, and the Green channel, the WillieWilliamsShow.com and PleasantCandles.com. Get your order in today, y'all. Don't be afraid. You say pay the card off every month, no interest. There it is. Y'all finna go ahead on the bounce, man. I thank y'all. And I'm still still got to try to figure out how to fix Rumble, man. But thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I am